I've been asked to talk to you about a pretty delicate, well, it's not delicate, but it's a pretty difficult subject. But if you're a hog producer, one with a farrowing operation, it's a very important subject. So here goes. I need to talk to you about constipation. There, I've said it. Specifically, I'm talking about constipation in sows and what can be done about it. Now, certainly you know about the problem already, but you may not know some of the commonly used treatments for constipation in sows can actually do more harm than good. But there is a product, it's been around for years, and it's called OCM, that you may not know about, but it's something you ought to try. Here's Richard Odgaard, Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, to tell you why.
There are many reasons today why constipation can occur. First and foremost is restriction of movement. Without a doubt, the best laxative for an animal or for a human is exercise. With modern day production units, we don't allow that to happen. We put sows in crates, they can't move around, and we've lost that laxative effect. We change their environment. We move them from one building to another. We move from outside to inside. We change their diet. Reduction of feed intake is taking place. Reduction of water intake can surely take place, just simply due to changes in water supply and mechanisms. And not to mention the normal pre-farrowing metabolic changes that take place. All of these activities I've mentioned will contribute to constipation. And as you're well aware, any or all of these can affect one sow. How do you know when your sows are constipated? You do not have to see rock-hard stools in the farrowing crate. The sow does not have to be totally plugged up to be constipated. The accumulation of dry mass behind that sow is an indication to me that there is not enough moisture in that bowel. The consistency of stool that I like to see is a consistency similar to a cow on green grass. A consistency that when it hits the slatted floor, the perforated floor behind the sow, drops through that flooring with very little effort. Okay, now constipation is not only discomforting for the sow, but it has a negative impact on her production. Just simple increase in farrowing time. The presence of the hard stool in the birth canal at the time when she's trying to farrow is a detriment to her performance. Poor farrowing environment. If the sow was farrowing in the wild, she would be defecating under one tree and farrowing under another tree. In modern confinement facilities, we don't allow her that privilege, and she defecates and farrows in the same square footage. MMA prevention. Without a doubt, constipation plays a great role in the onset of mastitis, metritis, and atelactia. Decrease feed intake. If you don't have normal passage of feces through the bowel, she is not going to consume the proper amount of feed. Decrease milk production, a direct effect of that feed intake. And obviously the cleanup time due to this buildup of dry manure. To get a laxative effect, we have several choices. Categorically, they can be classified as bulk laxatives or osmotic cathartics. As bulk laxatives enter the intestinal tract, there's some immediate benefit. There's a tickle effect on the intestinal lining, which can increase peristaltic action. The problem is very shortly they start absorbing water, up to 20 times their weight in water. And this not only dries the lumen of the intestinal tract out, but it causes water to be pulled from those tissues. Osmotic cathartics are sodium, magnesium, potassium type salts with the water removed. In other words, they are very hygroscopic. As the typical osmotic cathartic enters the intestinal tract, water is attracted to them very rapidly, and they move on through the bowel accumulating water, leading to the same dehydration effect. OCM is a blend of electrolyte mineral salts, namely magnesium, sodium, and potassium. A very unique product in OCM is hydrated sodium sulfate, or Glauber salts. Glauber salts is a decahydrate, which means for every molecule of sodium sulfate attached to it is 10 molecules of water. As OCM, containing hydrated sodium sulfate, enters the small intestine of the pig, the mucus is softened, the peristaltic action is increased, therefore it simply cleans the mucus away from the villi of that intestinal tract. This obviously makes for better enzyme secretion and mixing with the feedstuffs and nutrient absorption from the bowel. OCM being a physiological agent, in other words, affecting the physiology of the intestinal tract, the digestive process, it doesn't matter whatsoever as far as what rations these animals are on. It doesn't matter if they're on brand A, brand B, or brand C. It's going to be beneficial to that animal, and therefore it's going to be beneficial to that ration that they're being fed.
So you see, OCM contributes to the health of a sow and her litter in many ways. But why should you take our word for it? The real experts are the ones who use OCM every day. So let's listen to what a few of them have to say.
We kind of jumped in the hog business in 1978 without really knowing too much, so we kind of relied on some consultants and some other farmers for some advice. And to get started with the farrowing, OCM was one that was advised to us that it would work real well. Right now we're feeding about 50 pounds per ton in the gestating level. We limit feed probably in the neighborhood of 4 pounds, 3 to 4 pounds per head per day. So in our situation, that's about the level it takes. Then in our lactating level, which we feed 6 weeks pre-farrow and then through farrowing, we've run that anywhere from 25 to 50 pounds per ton. We like to see it that it'll pretty much work its way down through the slats. It makes it a lot easier to keep the crates clean. If you were going to come in and say you're going to start taking away the different products we use, I think that'd probably be the hardest one you'd have to get out the door.
Our operation is virtually only 3 years old, and we started using OCM right from the beginning, and have had exceptional herd health, and we don't want to mess with that, and so therefore we have not quit using it. I think the digestive system determines a sow's health, how well she's eating, and it's just like people. If they're regular, they're going to be healthy. And we can see that on the wire as soon as it's not right. And we'll give them a top dresser feed. If we see a sow that's having a problem, we'll top dress in the feeder. And it's worked real well. I've been to feed meetings where they talked about other laxatives, and I've read about other laxatives. I guess I've just not had any need to switch to another one or look for another one.
The crates now compared to 4 to 5 months ago are, it's 100% turnaround. We had cakes of manure piles in the back that were probably 18 inches wide and a foot deep and maybe 2 to 3 inches thick that just couldn't get pushed through the flooring surface. We added some OCM, and we also added another commercial laxative, and found out that the OCM worked better than the commercial laxative. There's no doubt about that. Sows probably now compared to 2 months ago breed back a lot better than what they did then. It's not uncommon to wean a group of 30 sows and we have gotten as high as 29 of them bred on the first possible day. And 20 would probably be an average now. I don't know what it does, but it did something because we got weights and records, pig champ records to prove what it did. So there's got to be something in there that the last supplier didn't have.
OCM doesn't dehydrate the sow, so that's why we looked at the product. And that's what the guys like about it. Before that, we had used a flushing mineral compound, and we had trouble controlling that product with the sows post-farrowing. Either they were too loose or not loose enough. Mostly, we get along real well out in the country because we've had hands-on experience through our own hog operation right here. And you know, it's pretty easy to sell products when you're real confident in them. There are a lot of people that use OCM just by itself and like the product. And we see it in the country. When we go into feed mills, we'll see OCM sitting next to a competitor's premix. So it stands by itself. I mean, anybody can benefit from it. A feed mill, you know, you can sell the product by itself, and it can be a great door opener. You know, if you want to go in and talk about just one product, that's a great product to talk about. OCM will keep them coming back for the bag all the time. They'll start on it, keep on it.
Well, now it may seem strange to be talking so seriously about constipation, but as you've seen, it's a lot more than just blocked bowels. When OCM relieves constipation, it also improves health in a lot of other ways. And the results are healthier litters, improved weights, and a better bottom line. To put OCM to work for you, just contact your local Farm Tech representative, OCM. It solves the problem by getting back to the basics.